You know this profile. In fact, I'm sure many of you have heard the name from American Instagram pages. This was not only the case in America. There were thousands of different global accounts that were created without permission from the parent organization. Brazil, Germany, Spain, the Arab continent, you name it. Nine Gag had stolen profiles there. These profiles were stealing posts from Nine Gag's app, sharing them on their own pages, and increasing their followers. In response to this situation, Nine Gags started copywriting all profiles. Nine Gag was charging royalties to anyone who stole their posts, their names, their content. They went to forums, websites, and everywhere in the same way and started to get reactions. This is how the big war between Nine Gags and 4chan started. The copyright wars on social media gave way to the most interesting war in the history of the internet. If you're ready. This fellow named Ray Chan graduated from the University of Hong Kong in 2004 with a law degree. As soon as he graduated, he started working as a lawyer for a bank. After a short time, he decided that this was not the profession he wanted and decided to change his job. He left the bank and worked as a presenter and reporter for a channel called Now TV in China. But he didn't like this job either. He did nothing for a year. In 2007, he joined this company called Anon, which sells online products. At that time, you remember, Facebook was growing very fast, and our friend came up with something. He was going to build a platform where people would create memes. Then these memes would be shared on platforms like Facebook, and Nine Gag would grow. He completed the drafts and presented his project, Nine Gag, to his boss. His boss really liked the project and they quickly got to work. Nine Gag, which opened in China in 2008, quickly became incredibly popular. Memes are produced like crazy inside. They are shared on Facebook. Facebook accounts grow. In 2010, Instagram is founded, and Nine Gag is living in its most popular period. Thus, they entered Instagram fast and had one of the content producer accounts with the most followers on Instagram. In 2010, they made so much money that they moved Nine Gag's headquarters to Silicon Valley. The company grew tremendously and got a lot of investment. So within 3 to 5 years, they created one of the biggest forums on the internet. After being one of the most popular platforms for a long time, Nine Gag came up with a brilliant idea. They wanted to organize an unforgettable event for the 9th anniversary of Nine Gag in 2017, the 9th anniversary of the organization. The plan was as follows. The memes with the most votes on the app would win a limestone 4.5 meters long and weighing approximately 24 tons. After a week of voting, more than 10 million people saw the event, and approximately 830,000 votes were cast, and hundreds of memes were engraved by craftsmen for weeks on the stone, which is almost the size of a container. On April 25, 2017, Nine Gag published this video on its YouTube channel. They didn't put this stone in a museum, they just buried it in a random location in the world that nobody knows about, never told. Centuries later, another generation will find it and read it and see what the ancient people laughed at, and that's exactly what they intended. Some of you may think this is a great thing, but hostile forums have called the idea ridiculous. They even picked out the genitalia coming out of the butt and carved it on this stone. They said, "What's so funny about that?" They thought that memes that were outdated, stale, and no longer as funny as they used to be could not be our heritage. 4chan in particular despised Nine Gag's sense of humor. They were very uncomfortable with the copyrights that Nine Gags was throwing away, which was not in keeping with their free sense of humor. Another problem was that the last name of the creator of Nine Gag was Khan. Almost all 4chan users were hostile to Nine Gag for this very reason. They said that the people at Nine Gag chose ridiculous memes, and that real memes were not engraved in stone. This nonsense became the most popular topic on 4chan and then on Reddit. Reddit just talked about it, but 4chan focused on finding a solution. Initially, they started a campaign with the hashtag #SmashTheStone and called in the 4chan commandos. Everyone who participated in this operation started to search everywhere for the video. They would find the coordinates from the video posted by Nine Gag and go to break the stone. Nine Gag, on the other hand, revealed the location information that they kept secret with some details in their video. You had to look really carefully to see it. The first piece of information was the license plate of the vehicle carrying the stone. Nine Gag forgot to censor the license plate. It was a Spanish license plate. Accordingly, they identified all the Spanish-speaking countries in the world and their respective border neighbors. This map shows the Spanish-speaking countries from darkest to lightest colors. Then they started to identify limestone quarries in all the nearby areas of the border, neighbors of these countries. In another video, Nine Gag noted that the craftsman who made the stone didn't speak any English. So they went to English and Spanish-speaking countries and searched for license plate similarities.
Roll rock! Rock, rock, rock. To speak English, great.
The remaining 10 to 12 servers started to be scanned through Google. They tried to find a region with similar climate and soil conditions. From the region made by the sun at the end of the video, they determined that it was in the northern hemisphere on Earth. Then they wondered who the man in the photo was and started to investigate. They revealed all the information about the man from A to Z on the group. He is Antonio Soler, and he works for a company called Lola. When they analyzed the company information, they found out that he was the chief designer of the stone. The company's office is located in Spain, where almost all of its activities take place. Thus, they almost reached their conclusion. The most similar place to the limestone mine used in the video shared by Nine Gag was the Almeria region in Spain. The quarry in this region was mining a really similar limestone. They started to follow all the roads leading to this quarry on Google Maps. They tried to find the location and exact coordinates from trees, rocks on the roadside, landforms. They realized that some places matched up and started to narrow down the area. As the area narrowed, they were getting closer and closer to the stone. With bushes, large stones, and calculations, they managed to find the exact coordinates of the stone. This was the exact spot. 36 degrees, 56 minutes, 45.32 seconds north, and 2 degrees, 24 minutes, 0 seconds east, 33.41 seconds west. If you look at this coordinate, you can realize that the stone is buried exactly there. Many foreign channels told this story on the internet in 2018. And although 4chan found the coordinates of the stone at that time, no user went to the internet to damage the stone. Nine Gag users made fun of 4chan because no one could touch the stone. No one from 4chan or Reddit or any other forum came out and said a single word to the people on 9gag. It's been years since 2018, 19, 20, and 21, and not a single person has gone near the stone and shared even a single video, except for this fellow of Spanish origin. After seeing the video, he started traveling to the coordinates via GPS in mid-2021. He went to the market and bought dozens of vinegar, the arch-enemy of limestone. With these vinegars in the crate of his car, he searched for hours for the location and finally found it. 4 years later, the stone was still there, and its position was still clear. Maybe someone had dug it up. Maybe the 9gag management had not hidden it well. Our friend poured liters of vinegar from his car crate right on the stone. On August 26, 2021, he posted a video of the whole thing. Although the video got few views, people had already taken screenshots and spread them on forums. Thousands of people declared this man a hero. Nine Gag's disgraceful deed was finally punished by someone years later. The mission had been accomplished. Those people who found the coordinates years ago in hostile forums were talking about what this man had done.